A big hello once again to everyone watching this brand new series in City Skylines, and I welcome you to Essex, where we'll be founding ourselves a brand new town, growing it from scratch, as if we're here in the medieval periods. Well, actually, not even the medieval period, the prehistoric periods, where no settlements were founded yet. This is a brand new series on City Skylines. It is a game that I do tend to play in my free time, so this isn't my first playthrough of this. I am quite clued up on what I'm doing. Though that being said, it did take me a little while to find the road that I was looking for there. We're over here on, I think this was called Canvey Island. It's down there you have Southend, and up here you'd have Basildon. So that's our starting lot, which is, not the greatest of locations, and sure, I could have chosen somewhere better than Essex. But I digress. We move. Start off with a roundabout, because who doesn't love a roundabout? And if you're American, turn away right now. Where's a one-way road? I mean, these are one-way country lanes. Use these. There we go. Save the sorrows of having to use the default American style roads in this game. So firstly, I'm gonna create like larger main roads. Comes off this. This will act as the main high street for this new town we are creating. Try not blow the entire budget on it. Get that going, make it follow the curve of the coast somewhat. And then off that, we'll get some nice green grass lined roads. Get those out by one tile. To follow the curve of the high street. Continue out this road. Do the same. This will also be a bit more of a chilled series, because it's just, city building. I mean, then again, it's not exactly like, the OMSI streams or the City Bus Managers were that intense either. But I feel like these have a bit of a different vibe to them compared to those. Yep, go straight through those fields. Gotta get some water pumping and sewage actually installed. That would be ideal. There isn't really much of a flow here. This is the Thames, so this will be the filthy water coming from central London, absolutely polluted, which we're going to serve straight up to our citizens. Guess I'll put it over here. I kind of don't want to end up like pumping back our raw sewage, so I'm trying to avoid that if I can. But I suspect that's going to be a pretty big ask. Okay. I also cannot actually see the coverage of the pipes. So that should cover the entirety of this area. So this will be a new housing district. Then at the same time, create a new road that comes out from here and turn this into an industrial district, which tends to have quite heavy traffic, so I might start off with a one-way roads. Create this more inland, save the seafront view, riverfront view even, for some expensive housing later on. And we'll just call that improvements in quotation marks to the town. Get rid of that. Where is... That's okay, not having this all be one-way roads for now. I mean, ideally the industrial zone, you kind of want it to be like grid-shaped. something like this going. Another row for industry. And then have this then turn straight back out onto this road. Okay, and then let's get some wind turbines. I think... Should I go for coal power plant? Do I want to be dirty from the start? No, you know what? We'll start off with some clean energy. Also, this is absolutely less than ideal. I cannot see... Like, usually, when you place wind turbines like this, you'll see like a blob of like electricity around them where they're connecting. I cannot see that, and I think that's one of the mods I have installed that has broken that. Which, as I said, less than ideal. I'm not even 10 minutes into this new series and I've already managed to break the game. Fantastic. Okay, zone all this as houses. Have some shops on the main street, the high street. And then have all this be where they work. And then that pretty much sums up the entirety of this game. Build some houses, build some shops, build some places for them to work. Bam, bosh, people should want to move in. And they do want to move in. Look at this. With their little shacks, looking out over onto the sea. Also going to change the radio station, change it to City's Radio. Get some relaxing music going, not that eerie stuff. Whilst here, I'm just gonna extend further this like housing estate. Might as well. Maybe just turn this into a caravan park, honestly. What would then happen is you would get a road that just lines the sea here. We'll create that as well. Also, ideally without, like, losing power to the entire town. There we go. Get this road to go underneath the power line so don't destroy them again, have to rebuild them. There we go. Oh, they're complaining about... Oh, yeah. Didn't actually extend the pipes this far. I did forget. That would have been disastrous. Oh, also, hello, London Transportation 06. First, yes. Congratulations on the title of being first. Oh, look at the stream of traffic. People moving in here. Coming in. Also, I'm going to remove that... Where is it? Stepford Fields. I do not want that. I absolutely hate... There we go. It going all blurry. Wait, and now we're a little hamlet. How cute. This music is also really loud. Holy Jesus. There we go. Something a bit less dramatic. And also not bursting my eardrums. Zone some more housing. So, now we've unlocked the landfill. This will be ideal to get, because people will start complaining about rubbish build-up. Even though I feel like that shouldn't be my problem. They should just be clean themselves. They have a perfectly good river that they can throw away all their trash into. But no, they expect the city to cater for their needs. Here's a hospital as well. And also maybe a school. Or should I just keep them dumb? I'll keep me in power for longer. Fine, I guess I will have to place an elementary school or primary school. at some point. Where was this? Okay, that was the boulevard. Well, not boulevard, but the main road. Have this main road come up here. Connect that up again before I forget, and then they complain about having no power. Take a look at our finances. I mean, we are losing a bit of money, a bit in the reds. But that's never hurt no city, right? Oh dear. Okay. Slowly clawing up. Wow, we're making $3 every single week. Can almost afford a Tesco meal deal. Just slowly watch. This first part is also going to be pretty slow because that tends to be the slowest part of City Skylines, is the beginnings. As you slowly build up your little hamlet, the village you have, get that going. If they start complaining about power, that's never a good sign. Gonna need another wind turbine. I'll get it out here. So I placed a wind turbine, and then suddenly it becomes a lot less windy in this area. Oh, we're a worthy village. I'm glad that we've been considered worthy. So that means we have to place the police station down, some more services, more expenses. We can't afford a fire station, so, you know, please don't have any barbecues. Also, it's the UK, and we're still in winter, so it's not even the weather or the season for having barbecues here. In-game? Actually, no, to be fair, we are in May in-game, so they might have a few barbecues and might set themselves on fire. Which would be an issue. And soon enough, don't worry, it will come. We will unlock the public transport section, and I can assure you that that is how this ties into my channel. Okay, we have the hospital complaining about not having enough power. That seems like a bit of a problem. Don't you have the power to operate on like the sick patients in there? So what we can do is we can go to the economy tab, look at our budget, and then we can adjust our budget. Turn it up, turn it down. Okay, not for the healthcare actually, I just realised don't want to be doing that. But for power, I'm going to turn it right up. So what that'll do is produce more electricity without us having to build more actual wind turbines and infrastructure for that electricity generation. It just means we're paying more, but we're also getting more in return. And obviously in classic English style it's raining. Okay. Hopefully we can grow quite quickly. Hold on. There you go. I have a person complaining about not having any water, even though it's literally raining. And then out here, over in the suburbs, watching the people mill about. Let them go. Oh. Listen to the radio. Oh wow, a big chat room. Yeah, I also wish for a big chat room, to be fair. My chat room just has one message, and it says first. Which, no, we're not going to have first operate. Actually, to be fair, we are in Essex, so I guess that does make sense now that I think about it. We're not exactly going to be having, like, Stagecoach out here. Oh, tiny town now. So now we have park area, so we can create a nice little park. We also have a bunch of policies, some new roads as well, larger roads. And we also have industry areas, landscaping, pedestrian areas. Ton of new things that we can add. I've actually never done the pedestrian area. I don't. What is the pedestrian area? Is this a no? Okay, I have actually. I have broken something because I can't. It's very hard to zone actual zoning now. Okay. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably build a park. Probably a good area to put a park. Did want to kind of put it here, but that's a bit small. To be fair, I could zone this into a park. Yeah, you know what? This area here, gonna turn it into a park. And then get the oops. Okay, that's a bit too large. I'm gonna have to assume that that's roughly, you know, the zone that I created earlier. Okay. Then from here. Oops. Not like that. Create out nice little roads. This will be called Briarwood Garden. Well, that's not a great name, but I don't have any other names for that zone. So if anyone has any suggestions... Right. Okay, I have actually properly bugged my game. Damn. I can't actually select the names. Okay. Well, that's something to sort out for the next episode, next part. Shameful. Anyway, go over to the Parks tab. Create a brand new city park. Place this over here. Have another exit be over here. So that you can... Is it not in... Oh yeah, sorry, that's the main gate. Turn this over here. Connect this up to there. And then this will be like a nice little waterfront path. Which will have a little cafe over here. Also, hello, Tico. Oops. I've forgotten how to rotate things in this game. So used to transport fever. That's not how you rotate. That's not how you rotate. Oh yeah, wait, no. That's how you rotate. There we go. If only game controls were just standardized between every single game. Nice little park plaza. Where people can go get some food, go to the toilets. Yeah, because we do have restrooms, have some food, cafe, and get information if they're lost. Which, to be fair, would be very hard. It would be extremely hard to get lost in this park, because there's literally only one way to go. Come in here, go out there, or come down here, and then go out from here onto the main street. Okay, they're complaining about no water, so I'll get some pipes there. There's also not enough power. So again, a few new extra wind turbines. In terms of the park, I'm pretty certain I could probably put a few more. Are there no more buildings I can really put? Not exactly. Create a few more little details, like some food trucks out here. And some pop-up stalls just along the coast. For the people sitting out here. little benches. Also, not on the cliffside because you don't want our citizens to be falling in, drowning, going missing. But do have some benches. That do just face out onto the river. Aside from that, go into the... Oh, okay, that's interesting. My landscaping tab is broken. Okay, I think I know what mods has broken my game then. That's a big whoopsie from me. Okay, so we have demand for some more housing. So I feel like we'll put more housing on the opposite side of this park over here. Get a few more roads in over here. Get this to be... no, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Get it so it's somewhat efficient. So we're packing them in. Then replace this road. Get this going up through the center. Run out of money, realize I'm completely broke. Whoops. Needs a few more shops. So zone to some more commercial alongside the high street. Get a few more zones of commercial and shops along here. Zone all this up here for housing. Not alongside the main roads. Remember that I do have to actually connect up the pipes, which I can't afford. So that is, once again, unfortunate. Okay, it would be nice if I could actually, like, afford to, I don't know, provide for the citizens. People paying their taxes, I can't even afford some water pipes to send to their house. They'll be over here complaining. Connect that up so they can stop whinging about not having power, being left in the dark. There we go. Can I just watch them? If you have move it mods, then don't have hard mode on. Copy and paste a road multiple times and bulldoze it for free money. See, I would do that, but the thing is, like, I don't actually need cheats like that. I'm pretty okay with just sitting here and just waiting. Like, instant money is great and all, but you know, it's not completely necessary. Create a new road connection up there. Some more roads down here. And also, look, I'm over here in Essex. I'm in your home county. So I do have move it. So I could do that cheat. That little trick. But it just, as I said, not worth it. I'm going to create a little one-way road into the industry, because so far all the trucks are literally driving down this road to do a U-turn to come back up to go into the industry. It genuinely does not make sense as to why they're doing that. Oh, nice. Fix the partial detection of bank vans as service vehicles. Thanks for that, TPE. TMPE even. Make that into a turn-only lane. Oh, actually, hold on. This is going to need... I need to make this a bit wider. That doesn't have enough lanes. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Maybe not this wide? I mean, this is pretty wide. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Also turn off... Oh, got park level 2. Fantastic. Go over to the junctions, turn off traffic lights. I cannot turn off traffic lights because my game's a bit bugged. How do I do it from here? There we go. Turn it off from here. Create a massive collision. Oh, we're a boomtown. Population 1,700. Link to the map. I'll have to after stream. I'll link it to you. Yes. Turn lane, straight forward lane. If you're going to the right, there you go. Going to the left, there you go. Straight on. Turn to the left. Wait, hold on. If you're turning to the right, you can go there. There we go. Oh, there's one shop here that's complaining about not having water. Also, ignore the pipe management for now. Oh, place is burnt down. Again, ignore pipe management. I usually make it a lot neater than this. I just cannot see the actual, like, coverage of the pipes. Because, as I said, my game is completely bugged right now. Which is absolutely unfortunate. But, yeah, no, if you want the link to the map, you can... If you search on the Steam Workshop, search Essex, this should come up. When I first downloaded this, I did think that this would be more towards the South End area, but I've actually arrived here on, I think it's called Canvey Island in real life. So I'm not really sure why it's centered around this location, why this is the starting plot. But it is what it is. Also up here would be Basildon. Okay, so, complaining about power, put some more water turbines with solar panels on, being green, eco-friendly and all that jazz. Also, ideally, actually get a fire station before I forget, because we already have a few buildings that have burnt themselves to a crisp. Get that going. Okay, needs some more industry and also more shops. Right. How am I gonna cater for this? Where am I gonna put that? So the industry, the shops, I guess I can put some more on the sides here. I don't really want to expand this area because if you make one zone, like one entire block zone of industry too large, then you just have a huge amount of trucks going to it. In terms of the shops, I kind of need like a little shopping area. So I guess I can put it here on the seafront. You can claim it's like a little shopping plaza, or, you know, some hogwash, some fancy buzzwords for this area. Remove those power lines because they're not needed anymore. Come back to the zoning. Fix the zoning because here we can create those to be larger. Create this to be housing. These are complaining about not having water, which is really absurd if you ask me. Create some zoning there. These people don't have water either. Do you have the Industries DLC? Yes, I have every single DLC apart from Sunset Harbor. Because I refuse to get Sunset Harbor. It just doesn't seem like it's worth the money to me, to be honest. That reminds me of Canvey. Yeah, I can see the dead straight line. That's basically Benfleet to Lie. Or Lee, even. However you say it. Yep, that is what the map started with. It did start off with, like, some wonky roads here. And I think it does have a large majority of, like, the little A roads and obviously the motorway in situ. Which obviously, you know, when I expand, I'm going to come through and just bulldoze all these little A roads because they look disgusting, they're janky, they're out of place. I'll keep the, you know, main motorways and whatnot. Okay, okay, so we have cemeteries. Because we have a few dead people in the city, so needs to find somewhere to store them. Unfortunately, we can't just throw them into the river. I mean, ideally, that would be my solution to everything. Your house is on fire, you know, your house has been broken into, the kids have been stolen, house has been foreclosed on by the bank. Just throw yourself into the river. Sadly, that doesn't quite work. Create a little fishing pier over here. And then have, I don't even know what this is. This is like a park chessboards. I don't know if you want to play like Giants IRL human chess. I don't know. There you go. Create a little one of those just to connect up the power. That does remind me, actually, since you've mentioned the Cities DLC, I probably will actually create some industrial zone. If you look out here, you can see that this is all covered in... I genuinely don't know what this bug is that I've stumbled across. Like you can see the highlights or like the zones. I don't even know what this is. Anyway, doesn't matter. So there is some oil out in sea. Or is that an island? This is an island, so there's lots of oil here. So I feel like I will probably turn this into like a little crude island. Offshore tax haven. Claim to be... Oh, I don't even have enough population for oil industry. I found that the industries in the DLC can be quite a good moneymaker. To be honest, I found the same, except there's a large caveat to that, is it's very temperamental. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't, and I cannot... There is no rhyme or reason as to why it works and why it doesn't. And also, they're not super large money spinners. At least in my saves, anyway. Okay, so... Turn this into an oil zone. The Sunset Sector. What a fitting name. Because you'll never be able to see the sun again from the amount of carbon that we're going to pump into the skies. Out of smog. Then get some heavier industry roads. Use these two-lane roads. English. Get these out actually a bit further. Get this so it runs through like the center of this island. And then there's a bit of a problem. There's a park in between where I actually want to connect this road up to like the main part of the city. Okay, I could extend this, but then that would require me in making this road a bit wider, because otherwise I'm going to have heavy industry going down tiny residential streets. So I've not thought this through properly. There's also a park gate connected to this. Aha, okay. Right, how do I plug this road in to the main part of my city without it looking absolutely horrendous? I could make it go this way. I might actually do that instead. Although in saying that, hold on. Get this over here instead. Maybe also move... Oh, actually, I don't want to delete that because I don't think I have enough money to replace it. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it turn over into here, cross here, and then connect up here. Then I'll extend this, expand this road. Okay, and then connect the water pump to be here instead. Get that out of the way. Right. Connect this up so that we have a nice long straight bridge. That's not... Don't really like that one. Don't like that corner. Hold on. This is really annoying. I can't select anything. Unfortunate. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Building's not empty. Oh, yeah, I forgot you had to do that in cities. Can't even set it to be emptied. Okay. This is fine. So this is nicer, but it just randomly turns into like a larger 3-lane road here. Oh, the radio presenter is thinking a bit too much. She should be very wary. Okay, turn it there. Cut that back there, then... turn this over into here. Okay, nice level 3 park. Get this to actually look decent. I mean, it doesn't make much sense as to why it just curves around here, but those are tiny little details that we can just overlook for now. In terms of industry, again, need to wait until we have a larger population. Speaking of which, at this point, I just restart the game. See, I don't really want to do that. The game's fine, it's just... It is a mod that has just broken this game for me. And this is my first time playing this game in a little while, in like a couple of months. At least since like the, the Financial Districts DLC came out. There have been a few new DLCs that have come out and have just broken some of the mods I had installed. So I've tried playing the game. I basically open up the game with the mods I usually like default play with. And this is what's happened. So I have to go through and find what mods are breaking everything. Which, to be honest, it is effort. It's effort, but well. It's something I'll just like have done for like the next part when I come back to this game. Because otherwise, honestly, I would probably spend like 20 minutes trying to figure out what mod it is that's actually broken everything. And then that's just no fun. Trust me, take it from me, like the amount of times that I've spent... The amount of time I've actually spent trying to diagnose OMPSI. I try and install like a mod, like a repaint. I try to do anything and just like it breaks everything, and then I spend the next hour just trying to figure out what has actually gone wrong, why the game has just completely bricked itself. And it's just no fun. I do not want to do that. Not with this game. Anyway, expanding out into suburbia some more, you know, plowing through some poor farmers' fields. But hey, you know, they've given me full rights. Well, okay, they haven't given me full rights. I'm just pretending to be like the king, the noble landowner. Sod it. If you don't like it, it's off with your head. That's how I operate over here. Okay, so with this, we'll get all this into houses. We will need some more shopping, which can be done over here. That will be okay for now. This will be like a stopgap measure. It's not ideal, but it's not the absolute worst. Turn this now actually properly, you know, actually get plumbing sorted over here. Dear Lord, having people move in when there isn't even plumbing. Never understood that, how just people could move in and then complain, oh yeah, by the way, there's no actual sewage, no water connected here. Oh yeah, every time a DLC comes out, the mods die. Yeah. And the thing is like, I think I've installed some mods where, I don't know, the mods creators have just perished. They've fallen off the face of the universe. Because there are some mods that are still broken from the, what was the mods? The... Oh, I literally... Oh, Plazas. The Plazas updates. And that came out in September. And, like, I still have some mods that are broken from that. So that's just the worst. Okay, do I have any 3-lane one-way roads? Because I want to upgrade this. Yes, I do. I want to upgrade this into a bigger roundabout. Get TMPE. Turn this into a... Turn it so that these 2 lanes turn over into the industrial estate, because there seems to be a lot of traffic trying to get into here. Whilst we're here, also getting some one-way roads and expanding this a tad. A tad. Don't want to go too berserk. Again, you really need to try manage this so that you're not just cramming like thousands of lorries a day into one single area. Because then you get absolute gridlock. Oof. Get some more industry. Have that. There we go. This will obviously also needs to be plumbed in. Does this game have vehicles? This game does have vehicles. In fact, actually speaking of, I have actually unlocked them. So I will... Why is my economy tab not opening? Now my economy tab doesn't want to open. I can't even take out a loan. Oh, I was going to take out a loan so I could buy a bus depot and create a new bus line. The vehicles is AI. Yeah, there are AI, but there is also actually proper, you know, public transports. You have buses, you have trams, metro, the train, and I do have some mods, so I have UK vehicles as well. Which is what I was planning on actually adding. Though sadly, I can't actually afford the depot. I would usually just take out a loan to cover this. Okay, so that pops up. My economy tab has decided it doesn't want to exist anymore. Okay. Yeah, this version of the game, it's completely balked. Is that... No, I have trams as well. Trams are unlocked as well from this stage. Also, for some reason, I have boats, ferries. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, I forgot to connect up this island. Whoops. I'm not really sure as to why you'd want to have ferries this early in the game, but the game allows it, so yeah, is like my honest response. Anyway, 30,000. We're almost there. E200 use them. I'll one up you. I have E200 MMCs. I could also get out some. I do have what's it? A Volvo B10. If that sounds tasty. Just give it a moment. I do actually have enough now for the depot. So I get the depot there. Now I can actually create my first bus line. Bus route even, because we're not in America. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one route that goes from this housing estate into the industrial area. And then another one that comes through here, and then comes over to this shopping district. Because this is a bit out of the way for now. So what I'd do is I'd create it over here. And because this is low density, I tend not to have stops too frequently. You don't want them back to back. Ideally, you'd want it like, if you see here, stop here, there's a stop here, then you can do another stop here. Usually, if it's high density, I just do them like this, back to back, because you have the population density to actually support that. In the lower density neighborhoods, just get them about 2 stops apart, out here onto the main street, pop into the, okay, or not, get it stop over there, right, okay, stop over there, and then stop up here, make it come through here, and then it'll come down through here, and pop back round through the main roads, and then basically just double back on itself. Stopping over here, then finishing the route there. Then could have another route that, yeah, you know, I'll do one that goes from here, goes into this industrial zone, then comes down into the this side of the city. Hold on, I'll actually do that. So we have that one here, one there. Get another one here. Get it so that it doesn't completely follow this route. So stops up here, and then stops up here. So it goes a bit further up, serves a bit more of this industrial zone. And then it stops over here, stops down through here, oops, through here, through there, through here, down here, stopping over here since people probably want to drive down here. Although in saying that, where does the bus actually turn around if I make it do that? Okay, it literally turns out from like outside the map. Less than ideal. So what I'll do instead is create a little turning point. Make it look a bit better than that. I can do better. There we go. So now there's a little turning point. Get it around here, over here, Back around through these houses. I feel like this will be the main route for the city. Okay. I don't really want to make it serve this entire industrial zone. But, okay, no, fine. Won't serve this industrial zone completely at all, then. Then goes along the main high street. Oops. Turn it around over here. There we go. So now, in order to change the vehicles, you go to the transport tab, which is not unlocked. I'm slightly confused. Okay. Right, wait for the buses to come out, then go to line details, and then from up here, I can change what vehicle is actually on it. So, let's get... I feel like... Should we get... Okay, so this is... For the one, which is the smaller, like, city routes, I'll get some Enviro 200 Arriva Sapphire specs. Maybe should I get Stagecoach Gold? Before you use the 7,900 H's to spite me again. You know what? Luckily for you, I don't think I have those installed. I do not. I can put just five... Oh, for a second there, I thought this was it. No, this is a Volvo double-decker. No, I don't actually have them. I could put the Enviro 500 onto them. No, I'm gonna put some Enviro 200 Stagecoach Golds. Doesn't make any sense. But, you know, we digress. Make it a distinct color. And then for this route, which is the 2, which is a more high-profile route, longer distance, I'll actually put double-deckers onto this, because I think this will be a quite busy route. So I'll put some First Express buses, which doesn't make much sense when you think about it, truly. If you look over here, whoops. Shot off into the stratosphere. If you look at them go, have this Enviro 400's First Express branded vehicles, which were actually, these were allocated to the X1 in Norwich. If my memory serves me right. I mean, not specifically these, because this is a MMC, but they were E400s. Also, what is this absolute sea of buses here? How many? Oh, this requires 12 buses. Ooh, that's a bit much. Reduce down the PVR to 8. Thank you. Because this is an entire mess I don't want to be dealing with right now. This route just requires 5 buses even. There's 20 people waiting here. Little Stagecoach Gold's E200 MMC. Can watch it as it just mills about, picking up people, going along its merry route. It's currently at half capacity. Oh, everyone's gotten off here. They decided to walk home instead of stayed on the bus. Let's go over here and wait, along with this massive horde of people. Don't even know how many people are waiting here. For the next Enviro 400 MMC. None are on their way. Any at all? Hello? Oh. That was some crazy timing. Let me just quickly check the speed limits. So this is 30, this is a 20. See, I feel like this road, I'm going to increase it up to a 30. Just because it's like a main road now, and I don't have the resources to expand it, but I will increase its speed limit. And also this bridge can go up to being a 40. There we go. Okay. We're waiting out here, literally at the terminus, for any bus that will come pick us up. 7 buses at once seems like first. That is very true. They're all bunching again. Actually, you say that, but that sounds more like Brighton and Hove to me, to be honest. Anyone try the 25? Fucking hell. I mean, to be fair, that is just any high-frequency route in general. And also, now look at this. Like, we saw literally, like, the entire PVR all at once leave the garage to serve one stop. And it's been ages. It's been, what, like a month, and no vehicles have come to this part of the route yet. Where are they getting stuck? Where is the nearest vehicle? Where actually is it? Are they literally just, like, piggybacking each other? What is this? Oh, come on, they're doing, like, an entire conga line. No vehicle has decided to come this way. This way on the route. They're all going down into the shopping district first. The sunset sector in quotation marks. Outrageous. Okay, finally, we do have the oil district, which is great news because I will actually add that. So for the oil district, because this is an industrial zone, I again kind of want to make it a bit more, what's the word, like, perfect? So like with right angles and very like planned. But this zone, the island of this island, the island of this island, great English from me, the shape of this island even doesn't really lend itself to that. Is there something wrong with your roundabout? I don't think so. I mean, slightly. There is slightly something wrong with it. Mostly that is creating a massive amount of... oh, traffic jams. Okay. That is not an ideal solution. Hold on. So I will do that, but then also... okay, it's slope too steep. Okay, stop having a hissy fit, game. What I want to do... there we go. Create that. So from here, they can only turn to the left. And if they want to go anywhere else, go up here. And then you can only exit the city from here. There we go. That will solve this little bottleneck. And on top of that, I also do tend to like it if I can just allow, like, vehicles to go into the intersection even when it's occupied. That just helps with traffic flow in this game. I mean, for example, over here, if you look, just let them all come in. It doesn't really matter too much, and then it just flows. Okay, granted, now they've all, like, bottlenecked here, but that's beside the point. Priorities are wrong. Who needs priorities? Where is... the first bus to come down here is completely rammed solids. You know, it sounds about right. You're literally the first bus in about 6 months to come down the street. Sounds like typical first fashion to announce, we're going to have a new route serving your area. Oh, it's on its first day, it's already 20 minutes late. Okay. Fantastic. What's new? Actually, speaking of, it does seem like this route might be a bit busy, so maybe it would require a PVR increase. That has nice 69 out of 80 people on it. But again, they have all horrendously bunched up on one side of the route. They literally half of the PVR is just here. This route requires 5 vehicles, 4 of them are here. City Skylines, you make no sense sometimes, honestly. Okay, so get the oil industry going. I will put this over here so that now can add some oil pumps over here. And the little, the purple area is like... is the actual oil that it'll suck from the ground. So ideally you don't want to place them right next to each other because then they'll just be competing for the same like limited oil resources. But we do also need some actual processing plants, ideally. Not just... wait, hold on, what is this? This is yeah, so it takes crude oil and turns it into petroleum. Nice. Creating petrol. We're going to turn into Saudi princes. You also need to actually build a police station down here, because it's crime-ridden. We all know who's behind the wheel if it's late. Yes, and her name begins with A. Actually, to be fair, in saying that, If it is her behind the wheel, then the bus isn't going to be late. Let's be honest, it's going to be like 5 minutes early. Because she's actually one of those competent first drivers that don't decide to run around about 20 minutes late just for the sake of it. What the what is... Yeah, my game's completely not balked. Look at this. Look how much crime is happening in the water pipes. Oh, now this is just stuck up here. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. Police station. Get this out here. For some reason, this doesn't really serve like the main high street. I do not understand it. Okay. We'll need some storage. Crude oil storage over here. Can't really place it there. Might place it... Oh, actually I can fit it here. Yeah, it'll work there. Come on. Come on, game. Let me place down these petroleum plants. The pyrolysis plants. See, this very much is like a perfect example of the duality of man. I'm over here claiming my city is the greenest in the world. Look at me. We're using wind turbine power, solar, hydropower. You know, it's no coal power plant over here, but also we have a massive oil drilling industry now. Okay, they're complaining about water. Why? Place down a new water pump and also start polluting the side of the city some more. What a nice place to live. Oh, actually, to be fair, people aren't actually living here. It's just shops. Imagine waiting for the bus here. Grim. Right opposite a cemetery, which is also opposite like a sewage outlet point. I wonder if these two places are connected. If this cemetery ever fills up, we just start throwing them out into sea. It doesn't serve the main area because you've placed a one-way road. Look, okay, when I said that, it was more a rhetorical question because I know why it didn't serve the one-way road, but you have proven me right. Thanks for that. To be fair, I do know the power cheats you use. Okay, what is... Okay, I feel like I've placed this a bit wrong. I think I'm just sucking up sand. And it's also not connected to the power grids. This is also not connected to the power grid, but it's too much effort for me to fix, so I'm just going to demolish it. Honestly, I should just turn this into a two-way road. There's no real reason to have it as one way. I had it as one way because that's what I tend to do for, like, industry. Since it's pretty heavy traffic, but... looking at the streets, yeah, I'm not sure it's really justifying the one-way roads. The need for a one-way road, even. Meanwhile, I just use power cheats, yep. I'm well aware. See, I want to do this save clean. And actually, to be fair, all my cities I do clean as well. I don't actually tend to use cheats that often. Actually, I say that often. I don't think I've ever used cheats in City Skylines. Why? No, why has it done that? Fantastic. Now I can't even... Oh, wait, hold on. No, got it. Okay, line details. This route... Increase the PVR again. Back up to 12. Actually, go up to 13 because we do need it. This route, as I said, extremely busy. So busy that I might actually put out the biggest buses we have instead of just these. Because I do have some vehicles that have 150 capacity instead. That I save literally just for the busiest routes. This also is kind of... It's a bit of a long route. I wouldn't tend to make routes as long as that, but it doesn't really matter. That being said, what I will do, actually, as a matter of fact, is I'm going to create a little support route that starts out here, a bit further down into these suburbs. Take it up here, and then make it serve the stops in between where this doesn't serve. And then it will come up, actually, into this industry zone. Maybe turn around up here? I guess it can turn around up here. No harm in it. Just to completely turn back around over here. Serve these stops. And then come back down. And what that should do is help out. It should act as kind of a support for the route. And then for the buses that come out, line details for line number 3. Turn it into more orange color, because these will be. This is a support route, so it's not going to need absolutely high capacity vehicles. But I do want something a bit higher capacity than an E200, which I don't think I have. I really want a double decker, but I also don't want an E200. I could put I'll put the Volvo B10. I feel like that's a good compromise. Never mind. This mod is completely broken, doesn't work. In that case, put a little... You know what? Fine. You'll get an Arriva Sapphire Spec E200 MMC. I don't think you have the realistic population mod, which basically gives those low residential houses 1 household each. I do have a mod similar to that. However, I do not think it's actually working at the moment. I did definitely have like a realistic population mod at some point. I just do not know actually where it's gone, to be honest. That being said, I feel like I'm actually going to increase the speed limit of this road, not up to a 40. Jesus. Change this into a 30. Reclassify this as like a main road because it, you know, connects up all these little residential houses. There's no other upgrades in safety. I've just increased the speed limit because sod it. 20 I feel like is a bit too low. But here we are. Okay. So now this route is completely empty actually going down here into the shopping centre that I've like shopping district down here. Okay. Put down this petroleum analysis plant, whatever it's called. Back over here, and then speed it up. And now what should start happening is that they'll start delivering all the oil that they pump up from the ground here over here, and then they'll turn it into petroleum, which they should then export out of the city, and then that should make me money. Yeah, because there is not much else I can do right now. Also, I should probably actually build a warehouse. That's another important part of the Industries DLC. One-way roads. Get that over there, and then this is where I'll put the warehouse, this small warehouse. There we go. Oops. Petroleum, balanced. We'll just set it on empty because we don't have a use for it. There's no reason for us to store it. We might as well just sell it and make, you know, the instant money. Oh, also, we've unlocked high schools, which, you know, does remind me I should probably actually build some of those. Ooh, should we build like a medium-rise high school over here? To be fair, it would be pretty out of place. I'll put it over here. Wait, okay, so now we have a level 2 industry zone. So we can put some bigger pumps. I can pump more, bigger area, a bit more efficient. Also completely out of money. And then also put a petrochemical plant. Also, I'm going to probably put a bus lane on this road because otherwise we have stuff like this where every single time the bus pulls into a stop to actually serve it, we have a massive queue of disciples behind him they're all just parked, even though, you know, they have 2 other lanes that they could use. Actually, sorry, 1 other lane they can use. Need more elementary schools. Do I? I do. Thanks for pointing that out. I genuinely was not paying attention to that, which is a really bad habit I have in this game. I remember once getting the city up to about 60,000 population before I realised I still had only 1 primary school and like 2 high schools. Also, I need more rubbish coverage. Could you send out some more rubbish trucks, please? To go collect the city's waste. Get rid of that. Oh, we're a big town. Fantastic. Actually, that means I can buy myself another... Actually, buy some incineration plants. Fantastic. I can only buy 1. Disappointed. I was going to go into the taxation tab so I can increase spending on garbage collection, but yeah, I forgot that completely broke, you know, good like 20 minutes ago. Way over capacity. No, what are you talking about? This tiny little primary school, where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. This tiny little primary school can carry... This bad boy can fit in all 700, 1,000 school-age kids that are eligible to go primary school in this city. See, I have the Tory way of thinking in my mind. All about maxing out the resources of what you have and just not actually properly funding anything. Because that requires actually spending, which is scary. Get a few more rows of housing. Turn that into there. Get that down there. Can probably fit some more housing over here. Squeeze them in onto this tiny little island. Where else can... Oh yeah, can also probably put more housing here. Do I want to put more housing there though? Not really. Also, unlocked high density. But that's not... that's going to come later. Because to be fair, every single time I have actually tried playing this map, what I found is this is a horrible entrance to the city. Okay, as evidenced by this, but that's mostly because of fucking buses. Are you serious? Hold on. You're just being a massive bottleneck. Do you mind just like... Hold on, no. What's this? Bicycle lanes. Bus lanes? Yeah, there we go. So that now, when the buses are parked here, you know, they're not just completely stuck and backing up the entire city. Get these in so they don't have to actually wait for the intersection to be clear. And now they're backed out, trying to leave. Okay, this is less than ideal, honestly. What it is I feel like having this be for that. I don't think that's an efficient use of resources. Also, this being a one-lane road in each direction, again, less than ideal, so I'm probably going to expand this 2 ways each way. Okay, not... Do any bus routes actually use this section of... Oh, actually quite a few do. Right. Oh, hold on. Hold on, something is broken. Hold on. Because that's created double run. I think that's okay. You know what? This works. Okay. That still hasn't actually properly solved the issue though. That's the thing. This does just need to have more lanes, which I understand is just like the American solution to everything. Traffic problems. Throw another lane at it. See how well that goes. But this genuinely is a case of we don't have enough lanes for all the priorities. So that's the bus lane. Is this free? Okay, gone straight up to 3 lanes. Doesn't matter. Put them all into this lane. Okay, maybe don't put the bus lane into that lane. There we go. So now they're over here waiting. So that goes into the bus lane, goes into the... Get these over into here. To be fair, don't think you need to go into there, so you can go over there just to save the crossover. One more lane, bro, come on. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just like, one more lane will solve all our problems. 5 years later. Look at all the traffic. Guys, I think we need one extra lane. Come on, one more lane. This also has the problem of quite a lot of these are just like trucks that want to go into this industry area and my game's crashed. Oh, that's tough. That's very tough. An hour's worth of progress all lost. Well, I guess... I guess that's where I'll have to leave it. I don't even have autosaves on, so... Well... I guess this was like a pilot for this series, because I'm gonna have to start again. Oh dear. Well, that's disappointing. Anyway, thanks for making it this far. If you've... Yeah, I have autosaves off because they just honestly annoyed me. And when I was just playing on like a laptop with limited storage, it would constantly just fill up my storage with autosaves, so I turned them off, and I obviously haven't learnt my lesson. I should have turned them back on, because now I've lost all that progress. Yep. So that's happened, and fuck. You know, I assume it's just you, crazy, that's in the chats. Or, you know, since it's just you in the chat, I can just say Ellie. I'm rebooting the game, and Sag, I think, is the correct term for this. Load game. Yep. Last modified in 2020. The 10th of the 9th. That's my last save, so I guess I'll end it here. Thanks for watching for this long. I'm also probably just going to private this, I think, after I end the stream. I was really hoping I could start a new series with that save, because I was getting myself back into City Skylines, but never mind. The universe had other options, other things it wanted to do. So here we are. Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do off stream? I'm actually going to just recreate the city, and then I mean, it won't be exactly the same, but I'll just try recreate it, grow it to the same size it was at, and then come back in part 2 with like, oh look, I didn't lose anything. I managed to recover my save. Teehee, like, quotation marks.